Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft survival video. This is episode 43 and yeah, we're back at the farm project and we're going to be finishing off the storage room because we didn't quite get it done last time. But I have done just a little bit of work, and I do mean just a little bit. Because what I've done down here is I've built the centerpiece, sort of where the iron farm is, because I had to keep breaking stuff and I just felt like doing it over the weekend. And I've also done this, which is sort of like, this is going to be the staircase down to the lower part, which is where the actual storage room itself is going to be. And I'm hoping that today we're going to get at least one of these done and the storage room. But I want to try to get both of them done because that would be quite nice to do. And I think first thing we've got to do is just dig out all this. Just dig out all of this, just 5 blocks, well 6 blocks including the block we were in, so yeah, it's not really, no, not really 6 blocks, 5, I've just confused myself. Just dig out all this, dig it all out. Yeah, I do have screenshots about what it should look like, so that will help me a little bit with, you know, designing this, well, building this thing. I've got them all saved, and I'm currently installing Battlefield 1 on my onto my PlayStation. I know what you're gonna say. Why don't you just get the new one? I'll tell you why. Because one, I don't really play shooting games that often. Like they're a bit repetitive in my opinion. And two, I just can't afford it. There we go. Straight up said it. Boom. You happy? Yeah, I literally cannot afford a game. It literally cost me an entire week's wages. That's how much it would cost me. Well, I'd say an entire week's more like, you know, a majority of it, like way over half. But it would pretty much be all my week's wages gone. Right, so let's just get this done, shall we? Get all the glass in. So yeah, this is quite an easy thing to do. So I'm gonna get on with this, and I'm gonna try build some of these, try build one of the staircases, dig them out, and I'll see you when I've done that. Alrighty, so I've been, you know, working on this tunnel quite a bit, and I've done this, well, I've done this entire half. So if I come down here, it sort of comes down to here, and as you can see, we've got the doorways in, and all I need to do is the glass, but I'm going to do the glass like the same time as this one, because then I don't like transfer, like make glass into glass panes and have like loads left over, because it's just a waste of glass, and I need a lot of glass for this project because, believe it or not, this is like the smallest area I need to cover. I've probably got massive areas I need to cover full of glass up there. So yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, I've got all these gonna be topped with glass. So I've got a whole ton of glass sort of already. I've been collecting that throughout like a few weeks. And I'm gonna tame this horse because this looks like one someone's looking for. So I'm gonna tame this horse, lock it up, and then yeah, carry on with doing the second half. And just like that, we have got the other side done. And I say just like that, like it took like 20 minutes. It probably took about an hour to do both of them. Like that side and this side. It probably took about an hour to do all them. So yeah, I think the next thing we should do is, because we've got nothing else to do up there, like this room's just completely empty. These rooms, literally just staircases coming down. So all I have to do now is the actual storage room itself. So I think the first thing we should do is decorate these two walls where the doors are, because there is going to be a third door way on here, which is going to be like in the middle, so roughly here-ish. And that's going to lead to other parts of the farm area, like cocoa bean farms, nether portals and stuff like that. But I have not actually planned that yet, so, and the reason why I haven't planned that is because I know it would take me ages to do what I've got now, so I don't want to give myself too much. And then while I'm planning it, I can maybe build the shulker farm or stuff like that. You know, just do stuff that's non-farm project-y related, project-y. But just do this project because we've got a lot to do. Like believe it or not, by the time I've done all these farms, we're probably just over halfway done. By the time I've built all these farms and storage rooms and everything, I've got like cocoa bean farms, snow farms, flower farms, vine farm, snow farms, stuff like that to add in. But they're like, you know, redstone, like pretty much redstone-less, I'd say. So that'll be easy-ish to build. Cocoa beans probably be the hardest one to build because it does involve redstone. But yeah, I'm gonna take about 5-10 minute break. Sort of look at the pictures of screenshots I've got this, and put the walls in. And in my opinion, it's one of the nicest walls I've ever built. So I'll catch you in a second when I've done this. And just like that, we are back. And I would admit, the last clip was recorded on Monday, and today is Thursday. Yeah, so I took a few days away from, you know, all this. But what have I done in this last few days? Because I've not been sitting on my butt. No. So what I did was I went over to my base area. You know, got some cobblestone and some dirt, and I've also brought some more crops over, but you probably noticed that. And them shulker boxes already here, and I've been busy down here. You can probably get a glimpse of it, what's been going on. I've basically completed the entire storage room. So now this thing is completely done, it works, it hooks up, and that's why the carpet's there, because I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, we've got all the carpet in, we've got all the chests in, item frames, all sorts. And yes, I can still see stone at the back. I'm going to fix that, but that's going to be something I do towards the end of this massive project, because I've still got quite a lot to do, believe it or not. This is just a storage room. I've still got all the farms to build, which I'll build one today, which is why I've got kelp in my inventory. I've got about another 5 stacks in the shulker boxes, but yeah, before we do that, I want to explain what is this carpet for, really. And basically it's because when I built this system, you know, I was like, okay, this will fit, no problem, it's deep enough. How wrong can someone be? Right underneath this line of carpet here is the actual item transportation itself, and it sort of comes down here, sort of turns here, and then I couldn't figure out a way to get it across. If I go behind this glowstone, that's pretty much a farm, so I couldn't put it there, so I've had to put it across here. So I obviously put carpet here, and it looks quite weird just having that as birch, so I covered that as well. But this there is, and then obviously it goes down there and it all connects up and it works. And the iron farm is even connected up as well. Oh, I'll show you the iron chest. Most of this was in the chest already, but it does work because I've tested it. And there we go, we've got 17 stacks and 6 in there. And we've got a nice little water column here, which I have filled with water completely. Like, all the hoppers are source blocks, which is quite nice because it just means there's no little water glitches. It just makes it look a bit nicer. And yeah, the wall I did not redesign at all, because I figured out that no matter what I do, I cannot move the stairs one forward, because sort of this area you can be seen from there. So I just added a row of stripped jungle logs at the end, and it does look quite nice. I mean, it does look nice, I won't deny that. But let's go on with what we're actually going to do today, because we're going to be building our kelp farm. I've got everything for it, sort of. Need to put some dirt back because we need some area for buckets. So I'm going to crack on with this and I'll see you in a second. Alrighty everyone, so I've just built 2 layers of my kelp farm and I've got 3 more to go. And then after this I've got another 5 layers to go on that side of the wall. But I have no idea how I'm doing because that 5 stacks I had in my inventory, oh, I forgot 2 there. Yeah, I sort of I've used them all up. All this stuff I've gathered that gets stuck on the blocks, but this thing is so efficient that I just don't need it. And it's just one layer running at the moment, but I don't know how this is going, performance wise. I haven't looked yet. I still got this here because I've been sort of replying to messages and that, you know, teenager stuff. You've got to, I've just been, you know, texting people, asking Twitter polls, well, asking if you're so single they've forgotten that you're single, because I for one forgot that about 2-3 days ago, and as soon as you know, I sent someone a message due to a double do sort of thing sometime, I was like, ah, yes, this is the flaw in the message. I need friends. And yeah, and then they literally just got back to me saying, okay. And I had to, obviously, what they said were 2, I was like, after saying that slight flaw, and then I said your girlfriend, I was like, that was the flaw. Enough story time with C-Dawg. Let's crack on with this before I embarrass myself some more, should I? Good idea. And just like that, we have completed the entire, well, this half of the kelp farm. We've still got this half to go. And that's where the slime was. Yeah, so luckily, because this farm is like super efficient, by the time I'd done one layer, I had enough in the hoppers to sort of do another layer. It takes about 4 or 5 stacks per layer, so I've got enough for at least 2-3 right here. And I'm going to grab the stuff from over here, the other 5 stacks. Actually, I need to put some of this away because I need more dirt. And luckily I brought 2 because all the dirt I've used here was for one half the farm. And yeah, I need a lot more. Let's try to find, there we go, empty shulker box. As you can see, we've got 13, nearly 14 stacks of kelp from that's all from the farm. Then we've got another 5 stacks over here. And oh yeah, I also brought some chorus flowers over in case I want to grow some of them, which I will do in time. But there we are, 17 stacks of 54 in total. Let's get a nice balance. So we'll grab 9 stacks of that, and then we'll grab 9 stacks, or as much as we can of this, and hopefully that'll be enough, because we also do have the kelp being harvested, so we can just use that. And then I have not connected it up yet, I've just connected it up to this point right here, so just underground, and then I just need to put it down to level 15, because then that will match this item transportation, because I put them at level 15 because then it doesn't disturb the sugarcane farm, which sits at level 21, level 20ish. So I know it's underneath that, meaning I know that I won't have to rearrange it or do some weird funky stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I'll show you how I've been building it. I'll do one layer with you. So what I do, I need to sort of hop down here. I'll do the hoppers in a second. So what I've been doing, I've been sort of putting blocks up here. This just makes it easier to place the water. And then you grab your 2 water buckets. Let's place one there, and you pretty much just go across there. That's pretty much all you've got to do for the entire, like just this row. Because if you do it for here, it'll just roll down. Then as I place the kelp will turn the water into source blocks. Meaning, yeah, I don't have to worry about placing sources on every single one, which I did for like 2-3 layers of that, and it took like half an hour to do with one layer. So now I've cut it down to about 5-10 minutes a layer. So once I've got this, I want to obviously get that sorted out. Break all this lovely stuff, all this dirt, because yeah, each dirt was easy to get. You can use any block. What else do I need? Kelp. Yes, I need got some kelp. Maybe I'll just cover this entire area in kelp. That's all you want. That's all you do really. And then obviously place the hoppers in. And that is literally the farm. So I'm going to get on with doing this, and I'll be back. Alrighty, so I've just completed exactly half the farm. I mean, I've got 2 layers in, and I'm halfway through the 3rd one. And before I let this water in, I just want to get the fence gates done. And if you didn't know, one log makes a single fence gate. So if I go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, just keep doing this. And luckily I know exactly how many like logs I've got, so I've given myself enough for the exact amount I need. So there we go, that's what I need. And then if I get my crafting table out, I just come here. And as you can see, I used 21 logs and I've got 21 fences. So that's a nice little fact for you there. So if you're planning a project with a lot of fence gates, just gather, if you need like, you know, a stack of fences, well, a stack of fence gates, just get a stack of logs and just do it like that, because it's just easier. There you go, little tip for you. And also, you can also pull boats with leads. That's something I found out yesterday when messing around, but you can't tie them to fence posts, which is quite annoying. There you go, lessons with C-Dawg. Let's get back to building this farm because it's getting dark and phantoms will be here soon. And here we go, we have just finished the last layer of the second half of the kelp farm. So now that is all the kelp farms, well, both the kelp farms done in terms of the farming. I just need to do the item transportation now. And I might as well fill these back in because I don't need to come up or down here again. Well, I do, I need to go down, but going up will be quite easy, I think, I hope. So here we are. Oh my goodness, this looks insane. Like, I've never seen it like this, because I've only ever built this half. I've never actually seen this half, and oh my goodness. And if you're wondering what the fence gates are for, basically they're like the perfect block to barrier stuff off with, because the water can't go through, but the kelp gets pushed through it. So the water stops, but the kelp goes through it, meaning it's like perfect. Yes, I can fall through it, so that's why I'm crouching. But hey, we've got a kelp farm. And this is not my design. I found this on YouTube, but if you want me to make a tutorial on this, then let me know, because I'll build it. Just leave down in the comments and I will build it. Okay, let's get the item transports and hoppers ready. Let's go. Just in here. As you can see, just from me building this farm, I've got all this. This is just from this side of the farm, by the way. This is not from... this side is just completely different. That's probably got more. So what I need to do now, I'm going to quickly border this off. Fill in this area a little bit more. Fill in that block there. These blocks can stay for now. And what I need to do, I just need to dig down to level 15. And then I'll catch you. You know, I'm just going to fill in this item hopper, this whole place, and I'll be back when I've done that. And just like that, we have connected it up. Just look at all the kelp going through. I should probably empty some of this just to clear up some of the backlog, because otherwise we'll be going like this for absolutely ages. And all I've got to do now is just fill all this in, and then do the glass. Okay, just fill that in. Yeah, we've got a massive backlog here, so I'll probably have to AFK, you know, clear it out. I can't get out. Oh dear, no, I can't get out. Oh, actually, I can get out. I know how to get out. Yes, I'm gonna quickly get some glass and patch in the, patch in the ceiling. Forgot what the name was then, and I'll catch you when I've done that. And just like that, we have got both sets of glass in, and it actually used quite a bit of glass. Like, it used 8 stacks and 34 glass just to cover this. That's crazy. But that's quite a lot of glass. But this is, I think this is, like, in terms of size, the biggest farm, because obviously it goes from there all the way to there. So this is definitely the biggest farm out of them all. Definitely. It's like, yeah. But let's check on the kelp, because I did have a little look earlier, and just to make sure it was all working, like going into the system, and it was, and the iron farm's working all good. I should probably check the iron drops as well, because I remember last time I checked it had nearly 18 stacks. But I've been over here for a few hours more, so hopefully I've got a few more stacks of iron in there. And here we go. We've now got 20 stacks and 12 in there, which is good. And now, if we look at kelp, it's still coming into the system. That's how big the that's how big the overload is. And we've got nearly 18 stacks. And Ben, what I've just built this today. That's crazy. And I was thinking as well, I should probably add some sort of input chest in case I want to put items into the system, because with the wheat farms and that, I'll probably have to harvest them by hand because of the item limits, and otherwise I'll only be able to use one layer of it all. And how did a horse get down there? I'm not even gonna ask, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, so I'll need a lot more. I was talking about wheat, so I'll have to harvest it by hand until that, hopefully the item limits get put up a little bit more, or we get PS4 gets bedrock and we have unlimited item drops. I mean, I can then use this to its maximum efficiency. But for now, that's all I've got time for, because I'm hungry as hell. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time. See ya.